Hey guys, welcome to Fit for the Long Run. I'm Joel, flying solo today, and today is going to be uh, my next video in the Nerdy Runner series. We're going to be talking about the last race I did, which was a 5K up in Sanford, and what I've got looking forward to coming up for the rest of the year. Come on in, let's go do it. All right, so we made it back inside, showered and everything, and ready to take on the day. But just want to give you kind of an update on where I'm at. And where I'm headed as far as my training goes. Maybe some exciting things coming up later on this year that I've never tried before. Just thinking about it. Nothing set in stone yet. I may change my mind again before it actually gets here. But there are some exciting things I want to maybe try later on this year. Just kind of where I've been. I've kind of slacked off my training a little bit since the first of the year. As most of you know, I went for 2,023 miles in 2023, and I did hit that. Wasn't going to go for it in 2024 to do 2,024 miles, but I found myself keeping up. If I kept up with my spreadsheet that I did last year, then I found myself calculating it again and saying, hey, I can still do it, I can still do it, I can still do it. So I slacked off of my training a little bit, not running as many days, not running as many miles on each run, just so I could get it to a point where I knew I wouldn't be able to catch back up if I started my spreadsheet again, which I'm trying not to. But so because of that, I've kind of slacked off a little bit, not run as much. I feel like I'm not in as good a running shape as I was last year, but I do still have a goal of running a sub 20-minute 5K. I did try it on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. That day at a race up in Sanford called Melissa's Race to Battle Brain Cancer, and so I did go for it. I had not done a lot of speed training before that, and so I really didn't feel like I was really going to get under 20 minutes. But I did run a really good race. I didn't do under 20 minutes. I didn't set a PR, but I did run 21 minutes and 9 seconds, which number one was good for 12th overall and was good for first in my age group. So I was pretty pleased about that. And so that still helped me understand that and helped me believe that I could still do a sub 20-minute 5K, because I did 21:09 without doing any speed training leading up to that race. So I still feel like I can cut off that last minute and 9 seconds to get me under 20 minutes. And that'll be coming up probably in November at the Turkey Trot that I've run for 4 or 5 straight years now since we moved down here. I've run all of those races except one. We weren't here the first year they ran it in 2019, but every year after that I run it, and it's a really fun race, and excited to be able to do that again. So that'll come later in November. Now I usually do a run on July the 4th. I'm actually considering not doing that this year. I don't know. We'll see as we get closer to the day, but I just don't feel like I want to do that again this year. So I'm probably not going to do that one. So my next official race probably won't be until the fall. I don't have anything scheduled until then. I do want to start ramping back up my my longer training and really kind of establish my base training again. Before I do anything any longer than a 10K or a half. And so I'll start ramping back up over the summer. Summer running gets me ready for fall running, because with the humidity down here, it gets really humid early in the mornings. Even early in the mornings, it's really humid. So as long as I'm doing some good training runs in the heat, when it's not as humid later in the year, it should translate into me running a little bit faster. I always get to this point in the summer, and it's not officially summer yet, but the humidity's already started. I get to this point in the summer when the humidity starts back, and I'm thinking, man, I must be slowing down. But it's always the summer humidity that slows me down. And so it does help me get faster during the fall and the winter. So I don't look forward to the summer training and the humidity, but like I said, it does get me stronger. So it's something that I need to persevere through and get my base back up to where it needs to be. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to start ramping up my training again, doing a few more runs during the week, some longer runs during the week as well, to kind of build that base back. I want to get a good base of 10 miles, 10 to 13 mile base under my legs, so that those races don't feel as hard as they normally would if you don't have that good base under you. So if I do decide I want to do something later on, like a marathon or something like that, then I've already got a base under me that I can start from. I don't have to always start from scratch. But with my limited training the first 5 months of this year, I kind of feel like my base is kind of slacked off a little bit, but I want to get that back up to where it needs to be. Looking ahead, I am looking at doing another marathon. I know I said I was done with those, but you know how that goes. I want to qualify for Boston, try to qualify for Boston another time. See if I can get back up to Boston and run that one again. You never know. I'm going to enter the lotteries for Berlin, London, and Tokyo probably in the next few years, just to see if I can get one of those. I know with the Abbott World Major Marathons that I'm a part of, after you have your third star, which I have my third star because I've done Chicago, New York, and Boston. After you get your third star, they allow you an extra entry into an extra drawing. So after the first drawing, if you're not selected for the race, a few months later the Abbott World Majors will do another drawing, and you may get selected for that. And it's because it's a limited pool for those. So you never know what's going to happen. Those may come up. So I want to keep my base good and steady, so that if I do get selected for a race like that, I'm ready to go and I don't have to do a whole lot of training to get ready for it. But even more than that, there is something else I'm looking into. I'm looking at doing and I told myself I'd probably never do this, but I am looking at doing an ultra marathon, which would be, this one would be a 50-mile race, coming up probably the end of November, 1st of December. There's another one in February of next year that I'm looking at as well. But the one that I'm looking at is a 4.15 mile looped course. So every loop you run 4.15 miles, and you do that for 12, almost 13 loops to get the full 50 miles. But so it's a looped course, so it's easier to get your hydration and your training and your fueling correct. I can take my own stuff. I don't have to worry about what they have on the course as far as that goes. So I am thinking about doing a 50-mile race. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should. If I should do the 50-mile race, let me know that. It's kind of daunting because I've never done anything more than a marathon. But the good thing about a ultra race is that you have 13, 14 hours to complete it. So if I can do 26.2 miles in 4 hours, surely I can do 50 miles in 8 hours, right? So at least that's my mindset. But you have at least 13, 14 hours to finish, and I wouldn't really worry about placing in those, just because I've never done one, and I think my goal would just be to finish one of those. So that's coming up later this year. Supposedly, we'll see. We'll see if I decide to do it or not, if I ever get the gumption up to register for it and do it. But just kind of taking it day by day at this point, see what comes up. I may sign up for some 5Ks and 10Ks around here just to kind of keep my training up, my endurance up, just to see how I can do in those. Because as Christy says, I usually kind of slack off a little bit when I don't have anything to strive for. So if she ever sees me getting unmotivated. She encouraged me to sign up for a race, so I start training again. So anyway, it's kind of where we're at, kind of where we're headed, and yeah, I'm kind of excited about where we're headed, and feeling pretty good. Weight's a little bit more than I want it to be right now. I think I went to my doctor, I went to a cardiologist last week, and they weighed me in at 172, but I like to be a little bit under 170 for the races, so got to get that back down, but I got time to do it. So so that's where we're at, that's where we're headed, and drop me those comments below and let me know how your health journey is going, if you're running, if you're walking, if you're exercising, strength training, bicycling, whatever. I want to hear those comments below. Let me know how it's going. And as we say on all of our videos, it's never too late to start. If you want to set some goals for yourself on if you want to start running, if you want to start walking more and start exercising more, just start setting those goals now. And it's never too late to do that. But I think that's going to do it today for this episode of the Nerdy Runner. This is Joel for Fit for the Long Run, flying solo today. And don't forget, it's the long run. Give yourself a little grace.